Rosemarie, Associate Counselling Psychologist. Really happy to have you on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Great. So the name of the show, I'm going to start there, is Psychology of Bad Mind. What was the initial thought when I said this is the name of the show? I mean, I just want to hear your opinion on that.
Well, I actually thought, Well, first thing, bad mind is one of those terms like bunununus that I think probably belongs to Jamaica, and you can't find an exact equivalent. So I thought, that's interesting. I never thought about that. But when you really look at it, I said, but you know, bad mind is a kind of envy. And I want to differentiate between envy and jealousy, because we tend to use like a jealousy, you see, because you have that pretty dress, but what you really mean is that you envy the person. So jealousy is about when we want to keep something, and envy is covetousness. And of course, it's also one of the 7 deadly sins in Judaism and Christianity, I believe. Yes. So bad mind is a kind of envy, and envy is a very natural human emotion, although it's shameful. None of us really easily admit to being envious of somebody, because it means you're covetous.
Right. And what I find is that a lot of people say, them bad mind me.
Yes.
I've never really heard anybody say, some a bad mind.
When we're really bad mind people, we tend to keep it to ourselves. So now envy is a real emotion. It's an important emotion because it is thought that envy drove evolution, because it drove competition. So for example, if I see you looking stronger and I want that strength, I want those muscles, then I'm going to try to get those muscles. So envy is about wanting a thing. So we have what we call benign envy, which is when we look at something and thought, she really looked good. She worked hard for it. I wish I had that, but I don't think badly of you because of it. Bad mind, I think when we say bad mind in Jamaica, refers to what we call malicious envy.
Malicious envy.
Malicious envy. And malicious envy becomes about the person. So how me and her go gym and her muscles look better than mine. So why she would have that pretty dress and I don't have it? Wait, is how them buy that car.
Yes.
How she got that promotion and I work just as hard. And it becomes focused on the person and our thought that the person is unworthy of this thing that we want. And that is bad mind. That's malicious envy. And of course, when people say they're bad mind, it can go to the length that them go to the spirit man. There will be a man for you.
Absolutely.
To take away what you have. So when I look at persons who may be suffering from bad mind and chronic bad mind, these are persons who have a deep sense of inadequacy, a deep sense of unworthiness, self-image, feeling that they don't look as good as other people. They are not as good as other people. They don't have as much as other people. And so they suffer from chronic bad mind. And that starts from being compared early in life. So your sister brighter than you. And no matter what you did, you were never good enough. And there's a theory in psychology called internal family systems that talks about parts in our subconscious that are born out of experiences. So what we find is that we can go back and see where this part was born, this piece in your subconscious that sits there and sends you messages to yourself. And we envisage the self and that part of you that's strong and creative and confident, but this part is constantly influencing the self and saying, you're not as good as, and why would they have that?
Right.
And you need to get that from them, or you need to wish that they don't have it. And that part delights when somebody falls. When the Benz crash, see? So she shouldn't have it.
Exactly.
That is pure bad mind. Or somebody loses a job. See, she couldn't get it. Pure bad mind.
It was a pleasure having you.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate it.
It was really interesting. I've never thought of it in this way before.